plan for both offenses. Feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Utes in the hurry up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go?
At least they fell on it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Denson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes! Excellent pass by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Cook. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Savage. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to let it go. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Baylor! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Savage. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. The give from the gun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. Turning on the jet. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Utes are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Turning it on! Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. The Utes will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Cradles it at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Baylor! Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll run the RPO and work right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your...
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Utes are rolling down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on second down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Soft spot in the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds us back in the middle. Touchdown, Utah! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
35, Utah 14.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've gotten really productive play from their quarterback as well. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Rush is on him. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears! The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Oh, they're after him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He wants to go deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Utes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw again. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Utes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This guy's been around a while, and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's the pressure. He's got it inside the 30. Running free. Touchdown Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. He's loose. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's...
There he goes! Smacks him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from Russ.
The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets the back moving. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense in press coverage. To the air on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Utah, 24.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working on the right. Off and running. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utah! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On target to the left. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Baylor! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fakes the grab on the left. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Offense at an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Utes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive firing. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Complete to the left. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they put up.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still...
Breaks into the open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice game. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
It just feels too little too late for this defense. Where was those plays earlier in the game, right? I mean, they're trailing by a ton of points now, in large part because they have not been able to get pressure on the quarterback. And finally, here late, they come up with a sack. So that's a teachable moment. That's something this coaching staff is going to point back to when they watch the film to build on. But they needed more pass rush early in this game.
He's open on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Big guy smells it, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on him.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Utes will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Gives it to the back on the draw. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Swings it out to his running back. Smashes through the tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible